afternoon here from Northern Ontario. My name's Dave, and this is McCarroll Siding, my N-scale model railroad. Today we're going to take a look at wiring a school bus for flashing lights and headlights. Flashing light on the roof and headlights, of course, on the front of the vehicle. I'm using it to as a vehicle for the quarry. It's going to be used to transport work crews, shift workers from the top of the quarry down into the bottom where the heavy equipment is. So I've already done a little bit here. Because I wasn't sure how easy it was going to be. So I'll just show you quickly what I've already done, which is I put the flashing light on the roof of the school bus. Now the school bus, I got to get it in the picture here. There we go. There she is. And that's a 3D printed model from, I'm pretty sure that's from CG Trader that I got the model. And then I just reduced it down to N scale. It took a couple of different times to get it to print properly, but so there you can see, I'll get that piece of wire out of the way. It's got a little flashing yellow light on. I'm trying to find it for you. There we go. There we go. And switch over here. And there it is. So that's what I've done so far. And the reason I did that was because I had to run the wire up through the bottom of the bus and try and put it through two tiny little holes to get the get it to work. So let's go back here. Now the reason I had to do it that way was because this thing has I'm trying to find out where there we are. There we are. It has a little circuit right here that makes that light flash. And of course that circuit is way too big to go through the top of the bus just feeding the wires down. It just, there's no way it's going to happen. So what I've done here is I've run the wire up through. It took probably 10 minutes of me trying to get that wire to go straight up and in and come out the top of the roof. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run the lights for the front of the bus. We're going to put it all together, and I was fortunate that my power supply, my variable DC power supply that goes from 3 volts all the way up to 36 volts arrived, and so that makes this possible. In lots of, I'm just trying to see if I've got one hanging around here. Can't see it. Okay. We'll just talk about it a bit. The big lights for the quarry to shine on the around the perimeter of the quarry. I thought they were 12 volts. I did, and then I realized that when I opened the package that came with this 12-volt power supply and this nice little sort of terminus bus for wires, I hooked up lights and just kept going poof. They were just, there was a little puff of smoke and they were dead. So then I went and got my voltmeter and put it on here, and sure enough these things were 12 volts and the lights are 3. And they did supply I think four resistors that you could put in on on this bus thing, but I have so much of 3-volt stuff that these buses aren't really very helpful at all. So I bought this brick, and it's got a little knob on it, and you just turn it and it goes all the way up to the top. So that's how this happened. Boy, it's a nuisance to watch yourself on camera like this. There we go. So it's just a hole. The hole is 1.1 millimeters. And so it's a tiny hole, and like I said, it took me a couple of shots to get it to go up in through there, but it's there now. I'm just going to do some touch-up paint on the roof. Again, this paint is the actual color of cat vehicles. It comes out really glossy, and so I spray the models down with a matte varnish. So let's get started on the lights at the front of this thing. So the lights themselves, if I remember right when I measured here, these lights are 0.76 millimeters. And they don't have anything on them. They don't have anything on them that prevents me from feeding them down through the body. They've got thin wires and just the tiniest of lights. So we're going to give this a shot here and see if we can get it done. I've got two of these. I'm going to only put in two lights at the front. And I have pre-drilled the holes because, again, I wasn't sure whether this the 3D resin would, oops, you know what I need? I need my glasses. There we go. So I'm just going to give this a little twist so that they are easier to push through. So just take it, twist it a bit. Well, maybe not. Okay, let's do it this way. There's one. And we'll see if we can get two in here. I thought the hole was big enough. It's just it's a lot smaller than the roof light. What's right about this here being the better way to do it. There we go. Now we've got a twisted wire. And she goes. Come on. Come on. This is going to be just as much of a nuisance as the roofs were. Okay, it's in there. And I need my tweezers, which should be right over here somewhere. Yep, right there. So I'm just going to reach inside here. Okay, I've got the blue one. And now I've got the red one. Okay. So we'll just take these and pull them through. Being careful to stop before I pull them all the way through. Okay, so let's see. There we go. And I'm going to take take my super glue and put a dab here. An eyedropper with some accelerator in it. that's number 1 done. Now number 2. So again, I'm going to take these and twist the ends together. These wires are probably as the thickness of a human hair. Alright, we got that done. And like I said, this is the choice of end scale. You can build massive dioramas for your trains to run around in and work and do operations, but you've got to worry about how tiny these things are. Let's try it again. Here we go. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Okay, I got one through. Now, I don't know why, but these lights, you can never trust which one's positive and which one's negative from these lights. I got these from Wish, and the lights have red and blue wires instead of red and black wires. And in some cases, the red is not positive. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got both of those. Right? We got both of those. So, again, carefully pull these through. And it depends on, I guess, who sells it to you, whether they're wired up the way you would expect in terms of positive and negative. I've got some over on the layout that are just, I put them in the way I thought it was. I thought that red was what we normally would call a positive, and then the other color was the neutral, and I'd find out that no, that's not the way it is. This is so now my little toothpick. And some accelerator. Now I started using accelerator this way instead of from the spray bottles, and the reason for that is when you spray, you got accelerator all over the place, but not just on your part, on the cutting mat, on anything else that's lying around, and it seems to be very wasteful. So what I did was I just took my big my huge can of accelerator and sprayed it into that little glass jar. Give me just a little bit of okay, so We now have lights in the front, flashing light on the roof, and we're going to hook it up and see if we can make all of them flash and light and do everything that needs to be done here. So what I've got is the brick. I've got the brick. I've got a cord. I wonder if you can see that better here. I've got a quick connect. I've got a power switch, and then the whole thing is on one of these bayonet style power adapters. I bought those from Wish as well because you could get them dirt cheap. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is put all like wires together. When it goes on the layout, there'll be a longer feeder, but there's no point in putting on a mile-long wire here. Now, what am I doing here, David? You're not doing that right. You need the red ones here. So, red with red. So that's all the reds together. And then, to make sure they all stay together, I'm going to stick them in here right away. There we go. Now the blue wires, and I don't know if my stripper will strip this or whether it'll just cut it. No, it just cuts it. Okay, so I'm just going to scrape off. There we go, that's it. It's got her. I don't think anybody makes strippers for these wires. Usually I can use my teeth. There we go, that's got it. Alright, so let's wrap these two together. And wrap this to the black. Come on, guys. Behave yourself. Alright. And just scrape off a bit more. electrize those thin, small wires. Let's see what happens when we get put in here. So, we got her. I'm just going to drag everything over into so here we go. Really bright white lights at the front there. I may have to put a resistor on there to tone that down. But you can see that we've got the lights flashing on the roof and the whites at the front. Our dowel is just to do this to a couple other vehicles, put especially the yellow flashing light just as the vehicles are moving around the quarry. We want to make sure everybody's safe. So thank you for watching. If you like this, please hit the like button. If you are interested in the channel, subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.